Racing jargon, complicated, right? We're here to explain. Now, often I'm asked, what is a handicap? How does it work? And how do jockeys work out what weights they carry? It's quite a complicated subject, but I'm going to do my best. A jockey might have multiple rides in a day. Say we're Sheen Murphy and we're riding at Newmarket, and in different races we've got different weights. Sometimes they're handicapped, sometimes they're not. But he might be riding anywhere between 8 stone and 9.5 stone, say, on the day. He obviously needs to be at his lightest to ride the lightest weighted horse that day. So he needs to be under 8 stone, and then him and the saddle and everything else that goes on the back of the horse needs to make up the rest of the weight. That's where the process of weighing out comes in. In the paper, it'll say a Sheen Murphy 8 stone, for example. He needs to be somewhere under 8 stone, and then his saddle and everything else adds up to the correct weight. He sits on the chair. The clerk of the scale says, right, you're good to go. He gives the saddle and the rest to the trainer. The trainer then goes and puts it on the horse. That goes on first. It's a non-slip pad. And then the weight cloth will go on. Stand. Slivers of weight, of lead, go in there to make up the necessary weight. Saddle. Yes? Can you stand still, please? I don't know necessarily if these girths are going to fit him. A few too many years in retirement, George. Or we might just get there. That. And it does up. That. So that's all the equipment on the horse's back. That's what they go out to race in. Doesn't it look tiny? The small stirrups, they come down as the jockey's just about to get on. And this all then, after the race, has to come back for when the jockey weighs in. So they have to make sure that them and the saddle, etc., adds up to the weight that they were when they weighed out. That's to try and make sure there's been no wrongdoing, because if a jockey goes out with, say, a stone of lead in his saddle, comes back with half a stone and has won the race, he's had an unfair advantage. So it all takes a little bit of policing. There's also the bigger question of how horses' weights get allocated in a handicap. Essentially, the best horse in the race, the horse with the highest rating, you'll hear Matt Chapman often talking about ratings, gets given the most amount of weight, and then progressively lower as the ratings decrease, the amount of weight on the horse's back decreases. So best horse in the race has got the most weight, worst horse in the race has got the least weight. So essentially, it should even them all up and they should finish all together over the winning post. Doesn't always happen like that, which is why you always want to try and find the horse with a bit of weight in hand, or progressing past the handicap, are those kind of words that we might be using. And that is pretty much that. If anyone's got any comments, thoughts, questions, leave me a message below.